Alright, we're going to do a lot of unit conversions over the course of the year, but we're going to start off and do just a couple more unit conversions for you so you get an idea of what we're talking about. So, suppose we have something, hang on, unit conversions. Okay, I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to make a line that is 14 centimeters long. So that is 14 centimeters. And so the question is going to be, how many meters is that? Well, the way that I want you to think about it, and here's the way that I want you to think about it. You say that 14 centimeters, well, we know from the previous lecture that C means centi, and that means 10 to the negative 2. So this is 14 times 10 to the negative 2 meters, and that means that you're going to move the decimal 2 places to the left, and so we're going to go boing boing, we're going to go 0.14 meters equals 14 centimeters. Okay, so this times 10 to the negative 2 means move it 2 places to the left. Alright, now suppose we had something that weighs 35 grams. Okay, so I've got something that has a mass of 35 grams, and I want to know how many kilograms that is. Okay, so I want to go equals some amount of kilograms. Well, this is a little bit different, but it's similar. I've got this 34 here, and then I'm going to multiply it by something, and I don't know what that something is yet. Now kilo means times 10 to the third, and then my grams hang out. So kilo means times 10 to the third. So what in here, 10 to the watt, hang on a second, 10 to the watt times 10 to the third equals 1. Because the whole point is that we can always multiply by 1. One of the most deep things we can do in mathematics is we can always multiply by 1. Okay, so that's not too hard. 10 to the negative third times 10 to the positive third equals 1. So that means, I know I'm kind of being a little bit messy here, but 34 grams is equal to 34 times 10 to the negative third kilograms, because this little thing right here, 10 to the negative third times k, k means 10 to the positive third, so 10 to the negative third times 10 to the positive third equals 1, so I haven't really changed anything. Okay, and so this means that I want to move my decimal place 3 to the left. Okay, so now I had to move it out a little bit before, so ultimately my final thing that I want to say is that 34 grams is 0.034 kilograms. Okay, that's an important result. Now, I'm going to just start introducing how we're going to do this in terms of multiple dimensions, and we're going to do a little bit more on that in another something coming up here. Okay, Suppose I'm gonna make a box. So I got, oh, how far did I go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 boxes that way. So then I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes that way. And then I want to go 7 boxes this way. And I don't even know how big my boxes are. But I'm making a cube. And now I'm going to measure the side, one side of my cube, and I'm going to say roughly that I start at 20 and I end up at 4.3, I'm going to say. So that's going to be 4.3 watts. Well, that's going to be 4.3 centimeters. Okay, now one thing that I don't really talk about nearly as much as I should is precision. That's going to be plus or minus 0.1 centimeter. So if you can sort of look on the camera, I had to sort of make a decision on that last 0.1 of a centimeter. I don't talk about precision and error nearly as much as I should. But it's really important, and other science teachers are going to really hammer on it. All measurements contain error. Every single measurement contains measurement error. End of story. Okay, so this here, this is 4.3 centimeters as well, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate the area of this thing. And the area of this thing is going to be 4.3 times 4.3, and I'm going to get 18.49 centimeters squared. Sorry, 18.49 centimeters squared. Okay, now how do I convert that into meters squared? Well, so you go, well, that's easy. I do 18.49 centimeters squared, and then the centa means that I move it to the left, so it's 0.1849 meters squared. No! That's not how you do it, and you got to learn how to do it right. Centimeters, that's squared. That means that I'm going to be moving it 2 decimal places for this direction, and I'm also going to be moving it 2 decimal places for this direction. So I'm going to be actually moving it a total of 4 decimal places. So I've got 18.49 centimeters squared is actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 0.001849 meters squared, or what I should really say is I should say it's going to call it 1.85 times 10 to the negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 10 to the negative 3 meters squared. So if I want to convert this into meters squared, I have to move it twice, because centi means move it 2 to the left. I've got to move it 2 to the left for this direction, 2 to the left for that direction. If I was dealing with a cube, I would have to move it a total of 6 places to the left. 2, 2,